So you might be trying to figure out which particular type of smartwatch you want to go and buy. Do you want to buy a Fitbit Sense 2? Or do you want to buy a Samsung Galaxy Watch, FE? The first thing I definitely will tell you is that between both, it would make a lot of sense to go and buy something like a Samsung Galaxy Watch FE, because I do feel like that type of watch could potentially be giving you just more of a flagship type of experience, but still the Fitbit Sense 2 is still going to be one of those devices that's still going to be holding up fairly well in a lot of ways as well. So let's go and see which one's a better one for you. And if you want to pick up either one of these particular devices, links will be down in the description. You can get them from there, and you can help support the channel at the exact time. Now, when it comes down to the design structure between both, the Fitbit Sense 2, the shape of it is a square type of design. You're getting a 1.58-inch AMOLED display on this thing. It looks pretty good. It's water resistant, but it looks kind of like a Samsung Galaxy Watch and an Apple Watch combined. It's not completely squared off. It's kind of like this, it looks more like an Apple Watch to be honest, but it still is a pretty decent display. Whereas on the Samsung Galaxy Watch FE, this one is giving you this circular type of panel. It's 1.4 inches. Both of these types of watches only come out in one particular size, and I like both of them. I think the Galaxy Watch FE looks to me like it's more of a standout type of watch because a lot of watches come out circular designs, but having a smartwatch in a circular design, I'm so used to seeing Apple Watches that it's nice to have something that's like a smartwatch that looks kind of not like an Apple Watch. So I think this is kind of one thing that kind of stands out to me. Now, both of them are giving you aluminum sides. They're both aluminum casings as well, which makes both these devices look fairly premium. Now, beyond that, there's not really too many similarities or differences here. They both charge up and everything like that. The big difference here, as far as I can tell, is the band structure and taking out the bands. I actually do like taking out the bands on my, on my Fitbit Sense 2. I feel like that's a little bit of an easier understanding process and just an easier type of device than the Galaxy Watch FE. But the Watch FE still has a really, really good feeling device to it, and I think that one looks really nice as well. Now, on top of that, when it comes down to the sheer focus, capability between them, here's the thing. The Fitbit Sense 2, it tracks your steps and it tracks your workouts really, really well. You have a heart rate sensor in it, you have an ECG app, you have skin temperature sensoring, you have an EDA app built in for EDA technology, and it is a really, really nice type of watch when it comes down to that. The Galaxy Watch FE is still giving you a heart rate monitor, ECG application, you have your bioactive, sensor for your body composition analysis, and you have sleep tracking on both. I will say though, the Fitbit Sense 2 does have a little bit more emphasis on the health factor. So if you're really only focusing on tracking your health and things like that, well then it might make a little bit of sense here and there to actually go and use something like a Fitbit Sense 2 in this particular case. However, if your use case involves more than just using a couple of built-in applications, then you're going to feel like on the Fitbit Sense 2, you're going to be kind of outdated or kind of not having a lot of stuff to do on that type of watch. Yes, you can get phone calls and notifications and things like that, but having something like a Fitbit Sense 2 basically giving you not that many applications can make it feel like you're not really getting that great of a performing device in some ways. Whereas in the Galaxy Watch FE, you're able to go through, install a ton of applications on it, use that thing whichever way you want to, and that can be a better experience for some people as well. So that might be another thing you may want to think about there too. But a really big advantage for the Fitbit Sense 2 is the fact that you can basically go through and essentially have that particular watch be powered on for many, many days at a time. The Fitbit Sense 2's battery life stated to basically last 6 days on a single charge, whereas in the Galaxy Watch FE, this watch is supposed to last you about up to 2 days on a single charge. The Watch FE still does a pretty good job, but having something like the Fitbit Sense 2 of lasting that long is pretty insane. I think that is a really, really nice feature to have, and this is in and of itself a pretty big standout feature when it comes down to it as well. So overall, I definitely will tell you, I think if you're going to pick up one, the Samsung Galaxy Watch FE is the one that I look at as more of a flagship type of device. That's the one that I look at as probably the one that a lot of people may end up using for the most part. And I think it is a really, really nice type of watch. But I think that, Fitbit Sense 2, it has a pretty niche audience. But I think for a lot of people, a Fitbit Sense 2 is still a very, very good watch because it lasts so long and it's available all over the place. Fitbits work really, really well and they're cross-platform. So that's another big advantage for the Fitbits as well. So in terms of that kind of covers it up here for the most part. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. The like button will help me so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, till then.